free on the inside, free on the inside. Free on the inside, free on the inside, free on the inside. We free on the inside, free on the inside, free on the inside. You can be free on the inside, free on the inside, free on the inside. Yo, 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 it's me, God's Yo-Yo, better known as Preacher Man, pulling out the keys to the treasure chest once again, hoping to drop a few jewels on you today. The door is open, so let's chop it up. Welcome to Free on the Inside, where we going from the confinement of the flower pot to the beautiful freedom of the garden. So we fruitful and growing over here, y'all. I'm your heavenly hero, Preacher Man. And my freedom topic today is don't judge me. I know how it feels to stand before a judge. Not everybody knows that feeling, but I know. It's a fearful thing, especially in our corrupt and flawed legal system. But I'm not going to just point the finger at the system, like you can't judge me, and act like it's the only thing messed up in this equation. Because I also was corrupt. I also was flawed. And if there's one thing a corrupt and flawed person doesn't like, it's to be exposed as corrupt and flawed. People don't like being caught, and especially called out for doing wrong. That's because we want to keep doing it. Jesus said in John chapter 3, verses 19 and 20, light has come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. For everyone practicing evil hates the light and does not come to the light, lest his deeds should be exposed. This is why when you tell someone, even a Christian, hey, you shouldn't be cussing like that, or bro, you got a drinking problem, or sis, you need to leave them drugs alone, or yo, you need to stop cheating on your spouse. Then they reply, don't judge me. You misuse the word judge. If I see you pick up a bottle of poison and put it to your lips, am I judging you by saying, hey, you shouldn't drink that? If I catch you playing Russian roulette, gun barrel to your temple, pulling the trigger, and I say, yo, don't do that. You're going to mess around and kill yourself. Am I judging you? No. I care about you, and I'm trying to help you. But like Jesus said, people love darkness rather than light. When you have been in darkness long enough, your eyes adjust to it. You get comfortable with it. So when the light comes on, it stings at first. You try to block it and turn away from it. You get defensive. So you want to make me feel bad about shining the light on your bad behavior. So you try to make me feel like I'm in the wrong. Don't judge me. But am I judging you or correcting you? See, there's a difference. If I'm riding with you in a car and you're doing 95 in a 55-mile zone, I'm not judging you by telling you to slow down. The speed limit is 55. I sense danger. And if I don't speak on it, it can hurt us both and others. I ain't judging. But when you see them blue lights flashing behind us, somebody will actually be judging you then. And that real judgment comes with real consequences. Most judgments do. When you are actually being judged, it doesn't just involve what you did. You also have to deal with what it costs. I'm talking about consequences. But on the flip side, if I didn't tell you to slow down and something happens, I would feel horrible about not speaking up. And when the smoke clears and the judgment's dealt, you'd probably even ask me, bro, why you ain't say nothing? Well, it's one thing to have to deal with you guilt-tripping me and beating myself up over keeping quiet, but it's a whole nother monster when I got to give God an explanation. I'd rather you be upset with me for correcting you than God being upset with me for not correcting you. In the Bible, God said in Ezekiel chapter 3 that he has made us watchmen. A watchman? Well, they watch. They stand on their posts and watch for any upcoming dangers. Then they sound the alarm. God said, you are my watchman. When you see people sinning and I put a stumbling block before them to destroy them and you don't give them a warning, they will die. But I, the Lord, will punish you because their blood is now on your hands for not speaking up. However, if you warn them that they should not sin and they heed the warning and do right, they will live and your soul will also be clear. That right there is enough motivation for me to tell you and any other fellow believer in Jesus to tighten up and get rid of your sin. You can roll your eyes, get all in your feelings. It don't matter. Your blood won't be on my hands. I'm going to use another one people like to say. Only God can judge me, and he will judge us all. Me personally, I want him to tell me, well done. And when I shine a flashlight on your darkness, I want you to say, thank you, instead of, don't judge me. Thank you for watching Free on the Inside with Preacher Man. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Also, hit that notification bell. Ring that so you'll know when the next one is dropping. And don't forget to like and share this video. And then play it over and over again like your favorite song. You heard? Peace and blessings.